Dad, why does life hurt so much sometimes?
Because pain is the teacher you never asked for, but the one you always needed.
But it's not fair. I didn't do anything wrong.
I know. Pain doesn't come only for the guilty. Sometimes it visits the ones who are meant to grow.
I just feel like life keeps knocking me down.
That's because it is. And that's not a punishment. It's preparation.
For what?
For becoming the kind of man who doesn't flinch when the storm comes. For learning to stand when everything inside you says fall. For understanding that what hurts today sharpens you for tomorrow.
I don't see how this helps.
You will. One day, you'll look back and realize the pain gave you something no comfort ever could. It gave you grit. It gave you clarity. It gave you a fire that didn't come from ease, but from surviving what tried to break you.
What if I can't take it?
You already are. Every day you wake up and keep moving, even when it's heavy, even when it's thankless. That's strength, son. Quiet, invisible strength.
But it feels like no one sees it.
Maybe they don't, but you do, and that's enough. You're not building this life for applause. You're building it so that when you look in the mirror, you know exactly who's staring back.
What if I don't like who I see?
Then that's your signal, not to collapse, but to build. You are not trapped by who you are right now. You are sculpting him, day by day, choice by choice. And yes, some of those days are painful, but those are the ones that shape you the most.
I wish it wasn't like this.
Every man does, at first. But later, when the fire's behind you and the scars have faded, you'll look back at the pain and you'll whisper, thank you. Because without it, you never would have become who you were meant to be.
So, pain isn't the enemy?
No, son. Pain is the invitation. To become, to rise, to burn through who you were, and step into who you could be.
But what about the people who caused the pain? The ones who lied, who left, who made me feel like I wasn't enough?
Let them go. They were never the main characters in your story. They were lessons, hard ones, but necessary. You don't need closure from them. You need honesty with yourself.
It still hurts, Dad.
I know. And it will. Until one day it won't. Not because it disappears, but because you grow past it. You outgrow the pain by building something stronger inside. That's how men are made. Not in easy days, but in the dark, in silence, when no one's watching.
What if I miss who I used to be before the pain?
That boy had peace, maybe, but he didn't have depth. He didn't have understanding, and he hadn't met the version of himself that can walk through fire and still stand tall. You're becoming that version now.
Sometimes I feel like I'm breaking.
That's how it feels right before the breakthrough. Like something inside is being stripped away. That's not weakness. That's the shell falling off. Let it all burn. The doubt, the fear, the false comfort. What's left will be real.
And that's what I build on?
Exactly. Not on who hurt you, not on who didn't believe in you, but on who you decided to be in spite of all of that. The man who didn't stay down. The man who turned his wounds into wisdom, his silence into strength.
Do you ever regret anything?
I regret the moments I tried to numb the pain instead of listening to it. Pain isn't the problem. Avoidance is. When you run from it, it chases you. When you sit with it, it teaches you.
So, I don't need to fix everything right now?
No, you just need to keep moving. One honest step at a time. One clean choice at a time. You'll fall, you'll fail, and that's okay. What matters is that you get back up without losing your fire.
What if I don't have a fire?
You do, even if it's small, even if it's buried under fear or doubt. It's there. And every time you choose discipline over comfort, effort over ease, truth over escape, that fire grows.
How will I know when I've made it?
You won't, because there is no made it. That's the lie. There's only the next mountain, the next stretch of road. But one day, you'll pause and realize you've come farther than you ever thought possible. And you'll look back at the boy who was broken, and you'll say, "I'm proud of you."
That sounds like a good day.
It will be, and it's coming.
Do you think one day I'll actually thank the pain?
Yes. One day, you'll look back and realize it was the turning point. Not the day you won something, not the day you got recognition, but the day it all fell apart, and you didn't. The day you stood there, lost, empty, and said, "I'm still here."
What if I'm not strong enough to carry all this?
You don't carry it all at once. You carry what's in front of you today, and that's enough. Strength isn't some thunderous roar. It's quiet. It's choosing not to fold when the world gives you every reason to.
I've made mistakes though, big ones.
Good. That means you were in the arena. You can't make progress without messing up. Anyone who never fails is just too afraid to try. Mistakes aren't the end. They're the blueprint
Blueprint for what?
for who you're meant to be. You think these cracks make you weaker, but they don't. They let the light in. They remind you where you've been, and they sharpen you for what's ahead.
What's ahead?
The life you'll build when you stop waiting to feel ready and just start. The strength you'll find when you stop asking, "Why me?" and start saying, "Watch me."
That sounds scary.
It is, but it's also real. And that's what we're after. Not comfort, not approval. Realness, integrity. The kind of life where you can face yourself in the mirror every morning and know you didn't lie your way through it.
That's hard to do.
That's why most people don't. But you're not most people. You're my son.
And what if I fall again?
Then you fall, and you get up again. That's the code. That's the discipline. No drama, no self-pity. Just up, again and again, until even pain itself respects your persistence.
And that's when I change?
You're already changing. Every day you choose the hard road, every day you walk through the fire instead of around it. You're changing. You're becoming. Not just a man, but your man. The one no one can take from you.
Thank you, Dad.
Don't thank me yet. Show me. Show the world. And when it gets dark again, and it will, remember what I told you. Let it hurt. Let it shape you. Then keep going.